Okay, so I'm gonna start showing you guys a little bit more about what the Westside has to offer. Now, in this area, I want to show you a little bit of the shopping centers that you're going to see. So the shopping centers, you're going to see a ton of things. I mean, from your credit unions like Navy Federal, I bank with them, that's one of my banks, and you have that very, very close to you, or something like Jersey Mike's, you have ICE. There's a bunch of stuff. Also, if you're more into, getting something to eat, or if you want to go and get some groceries, Walmart, PetSmart, the whole shabam is right here. And then literally like 5-7 minutes down the street, you have an outlets, and the outlets is a whole other shopping center. So maybe I can make another video where I just include more of the shopping centers in the west side, and then some of the shopping centers in the east side, some of the shopping centers in the northeast. We could do that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts so that I can make it the most efficient, because obviously I'm not making these videos for me. I'm making them for you. So please give me feedback. I just got a call from a client that wants to go see some houses out in the east side. So we're going to go do that and then wrap it up. But before, I'm going to get a smoothie. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit more of this area before heading to the east side.
Now, whether you're relocating to El Paso or just moving in from across town, one of the biggest things to consider is location, and not just about the house, but what is around it. So here we are touring the Westtown Marketplace. You have just about everything from your daily essentials like your Walmart to Five and Below, which is a place that you can buy a lot of stuff for $5 and below. You're gonna have Raising Cane's chicken, your Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, and even one of our local favorites, which is Sun City Slice. So you're never going to go hungry here, okay? And if you need a night out, one of our favorite places to check out is Flick's Brew House. It gives you dinner and a movie all in one. And if you're looking to grab a snack afterwards, if you're not full there yet, you're going to have Crumble Cookies, the Big Bear, Menchie's, which is where they sell frozen yogurt. There's just so much for you to choose from. And they do have a Platinum Fitness here. There's a joint chiropractor, a European wax center. Plus, if you want to do some shopping, we have a TJ Maxx and Home Goods, Rack Room Shoes, and your Bass Pro Shops for those weekend adventures. Rack Room and TJ Maxx is one of our all-time favorites over here. There's just so much for you to buy there. And this is why it matters, right? Because your daily lifestyle depends on it. So we have some buyers that are interested in being near everything, right? Restaurants, gyms, retail, and others prefer to have some privacy and be tucked away from all of the buzz. So neither is really wrong or right. It really just depends on your perspective, right? On your preference. And this is why it's important to work with a local professional who actually understands the micro markets and how they align with your needs. So if you are thinking about relocating to these areas, this is definitely something you want to consider so that it really fits your lifestyle. I'm going to show you guys a quick example. This is where we came from, okay? So we were out all the way out over here in the area of the west side. So we went through the Franklin Mountains and then we landed over here. Now to get back over here, we have now taken essentially Franklin all the way back to now where we are. So we went all through the Franklin Mountains, all around, and then we exit, and now we're here in the subdivision to show some houses to a client. So just to show you how accessible everything in El Paso is, I figured I would show you because it's like you're in the west, and then you're in the east, and you're in the far east, and then which layout is going to work for them the best. And this is going to scare you a little bit because the house looks a little bit of a hot mess, but I will show you the finished product in just a second for another house that I actually closed on for that specific builder, and it is a completely different end product. Now, with that being said, I get this question a lot. I have a lot of people asking me, hey Alexa, should I buy a new house? Should I buy a resale? Look, at the end of the day, it really comes down to your unique situation. I have some clients that tell me I'm only going to be here for a year to 2 years. What should I do? I am going to recommend you get a resale, because chances are, if you buy a brand new house, you're probably going to be in a negative situation if you have to sell sooner than you would like to. And of course, because of the fact that you're buying at the top of the market, meaning per square foot, you might be in a situation where, even though it was very compelling to buy the new build because of the incentives and all of the nice things that they can offer, which I'll make another video on that so that you guys can get a little more clarity on what exactly is included. Now here, just to show you guys really quick, this is like the house that's already completed and looks nice. But anyways, when you're comparing everything, if you get a resale home, you might be able to get it a lot lower in terms of price per square foot. And at the end of the day, if you need to sell, there is the chance that, again, it's appreciated a little bit higher because of the fact that now you're not competing with the brand new homes, and your price per square foot is going to also adjust to that. So it really just depends to everybody's situation. Also, one of the things that we get asked a lot is, should we wait for the interest rates to drop? And I'm going to give you an example, okay? If you purchase a home for, let's say, $500,000 in today's market, and your interest rate is a little bit higher. Now, let's say your monthly payment is $3,200, okay? Now, let's just say you wait another year to 2 years for the interest rates to drop. That 1 to 2 years also means that the prices of the homes have increased. So what that means to you is that, even though logically speaking, you would think, oh, if I wait and I get a better interest rate, I'm going to pay less. That's not really the case, because again, the houses are going to continue to increase just based off the history in the area. And now what happens is that you're actually paying the same exact monthly payment, even though you had a lower interest rate, because of the fact that the house was more expensive. It actually ends up balancing back out. So this is definitely something you want to consider. This is why it's important to talk to somebody that actually knows what they're doing. As I mentioned before, I'm an investor, so I really take pride in understanding the market to ensure that I can guide you in the best way possible. So with that being said, this property is one of the new builds in the East Side. It's actually listed for under $290,000. So just to give you a perspective, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, this particular floor plan. And as you saw right now, the lots are really a good size. I mean, it just depends on who you ask, right? There's some people that, come from New York and they're like, this is a massive lot. Meanwhile, you can ask somebody else, and of course, you're going to have a different perspective. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any comments, feedback, please let us know. And I will be seeing you guys on the next video.